Hi there, my beautiful Thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. It's Wednesday. That means WTF Wednesday, weekly tracking of finances. So we have quite a bit of expenses that we need to go over and replace back into the bank. So thank you for joining me. Click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and let's go ahead and get this started. It's another Wednesday, guys, another WTF Wednesday, and we have some expenses to go through. And granted, last week we did really good. This week, not so much. We had a lot of appointments, a lot of medical going on, so you're going to see that in this video. But before we get started, let me go ahead and grab today's prompt card. If you're new to my videos, this is a prompt card. It's a conversation starter. So I'll ask and answer the question on the card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. But it's basically a way for me to get to know you guys a little bit better and you to get to know me a little better. So today's prompt card is... oh, here we go. What is a luxury that you really enjoy? I guess for me, it would be vacation. We tend to try and take one vacation every year, and we try and make it about a good 10-day vacation. Sometimes we can stretch that to a 14-day vacation. We've actually taken a 2-week vacation. But at the very minimum, it's 7 days or 8 days, something like that. But I really enjoy the luxury of having a vacation every year. We didn't have any during the COVID pandemic, so there was like 2 years in there where we didn't have a vacation, and we were just like, jonesing for that. And so last year was our first time finally being able to go on vacation, and we went all out, and we want to kind of repeat that. So we are renting the same exact beach house that we got last time with the couple that we went with last year, because it was just so fun, and we just want to recreate that. So I would say that's the luxury that I really enjoy. What about you guys? What is a luxury that you really enjoy? Alright, so we are going to get started on this WTF Wednesday, and I am not looking forward to it, to be honest, because I know that we spent a lot. We had to. There's a lot of needs this go around, but it just makes me sad to see the money go. But it is the nature of this method. We save it so that we can spend it, unless it's actual savings. We don't want to spend those unless it's absolutely necessary. But we are going to be working with the week of the 13th through the 19th. And let me go ahead and take this off. And we have had a lot of expenses come through. I'm just going to put that out there right now. It's a list. I'm looking at a big list right now. So if you're new to watching one of my WTF Wednesday videos, it's basically a weekly tracking of the finances, everything that we spend in our bank account. We use cash that we already have in there called a buffer, and then I replace that money back in the bank using the money we saved in our envelopes for that purpose. So it's basically a petty cash system where I use that to buy things online, digital spending, and then I just replace it back every single week. I use stars to congratulate myself for no spend days. Chances are I'm probably just going to have the weekends because my bank doesn't like to pull from the weekends. So I don't know that there's any other no spend day in this week because it was a very busy past week, let me just say. To get started, I'm going to go ahead and just start this out because I know it is a lot. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and start with, and just so you know, I take them out as the order that they came out of my bank account because I can't remember dates and I'm not going to. It's just kind of pointless. When it comes out of my bank account, I put it in here, but my bank doesn't like to take out on the weekends, so there might be some days that it actually happened during a weekend, but I'm not going to sit here and try and guess all of that. However, because everything did come out on a Monday, I am going to be taking some of those and shifting them because I only have 4 lines here. Yeah, it was that kind of week, guys. That kind of week. All right, so I'm going to start with Wednesday. And we're going to just go straight out with medical. We did have quite a bit of medical expenses, as you'll see. That was $91. I did the roundup thing. But I had to buy some dental things because we went to the dentist. A couple of kids have some cavities going on. One kid is grinding teeth, so we had to get a night guard. So we went right after the dentist and bought some items for that. And it came out to be $91. On that same day, I also did make a purchase using my own spending money, but I had to use it digital. So I'm going to take that right from my wallet. It was $75.76, so we'll try and round that up. But that'll do it for this day, and I actually don't have anything on this day, so I unexpectedly get a no spend day. Woo! We're just going to start out with bills because I have not been taking out the Cricut bills that I've been putting aside in my business binder. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out today. Let's not let that get out of hand by not putting it in there. And then I do have a gas purchase, which I'm also going to be taking from my wallet. Because this was, as you can see, on Friday, and it was before I did my cash stuffing. So I went ahead and bought the gas using a card, and I'll just use the cash that I put in there. And then nothing on Saturday and Sunday. My bank doesn't believe in taking out stuff on the weekends. I don't know, but I'll take it. All right, and then on Monday, this is where a lot of purchases started coming because we did have a couple of things during the weekend. Yeah, so I'm going to split everything up between these 2 days through all of this. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Actually, you know what? I genuinely might need the space on here. So I'm going to take the star off because I'm telling you, a lot of purchases. So I'll start with the 17th. We did do therapy on Friday, but it didn't come out until the 18th, but I'll just put it here. So one of my children, I just put them in counseling. So we're going to take that from the mental health envelope. That was $65. And then we did have a grocery purchase, and that was for $94.02. And then Peach Pass came out. That was for $20. And then we had another grocery, the Big Haul grocery. And that was $676.31. I mean, I went as cheap as I possibly could, but then still had to go and get some more things because they didn't have everything. So had to do it again. So I'm going to just move over here. I did purchase some things for my envelopes, and you'll see what I mean as we open them. So this is going to come out of my birthday category. We'll just write wifey beside it. And that was $53.17. Splurged a little bit for myself. Then we had another grocery. As I said, they didn't have everything that I needed, so I had to go and get some more things. Great. We did another mental health. We'll write that. So my other child I took for another appointment, so that also was $65. And then we did go ahead and pay our medical bills because we have 3 medical bills that came in. If you don't know, I had COVID, I had to go to the hospital. Then we had a couple of other instances where we were all sick because we kind of all got it. So yeah, so there's 3 doctor bills that have come in, and we're just paying them slowly but surely. So I'm just going to put medical number 1 that we paid $25 on. We're doing it each month till it's paid off. And then we have medical number 2. And we did $25 on that. And then medical number 3, which is larger, we did $50. And then last purchase, we did have a gaming purchase come out, and that was for $1.99. Okay, that's it, but you see that's a lot. And I missed one. I can already see this is also coming from medical, and it was our dental copay. So that was $54 for all 4 of us. Okay, now we're done. 16 purchases. I went through everything, double checked. Now we have everything that we need. Okay, so now's the fun part where we pull out all the cash. But first, let me go ahead and get my squares on, and then we'll get to it. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start with grocery just because that's the first envelope I'm going to come to. So I'm going to add all of these things up for grocery. So we have 9402, 676, 31, 173, 65. And that is it. So for grocery, we have $943.98. I'm going to keep that right here because I know already. So this is in my revolving binder. Let me just, okay, there. If you can't tell, before I even get started, if you're one of my normal current watchers, and you do watch my DIY, and in the last video I told you I was going to try something different, this is what I did. So I took my envelope and I cut it. I cut the image out of it and I put it in a new envelope with the backing. So now these are brand new envelopes. That's why they still have these on them. But there's not going to be any sticky happening anymore. And it turned out well, I think. You can't even tell that it's an envelope inside of an envelope. I love it. So I did my first 2 binders. I haven't done all of them yet. You'll see that. But I was able to preserve my drawings. And now there's not going to be any stickiness, any transferring. I love it. I do want to mention that someone mentioned in the comments that if I make any more of these, I could just use vellum paper as a trace and then transfer and then put that in there, which is brilliant. And if I have to make any more, I think that's what I'm going to do. So for now though, this is a good way for me to preserve the images that I've already created, and now they are forever saved. They won't be transferring or getting sticky or anything. So I'm super happy it worked out. I told you it was a make or break because I was literally ripping up some envelopes. So I'm glad that it worked out though. So starting with grocery, I only keep $800 in here, which is this. It's all in prop bill because that was already in the account. So needless to say, we spent every last dime of this. So $800 coming from the grocery budget. Now I will be going over to my holidays binder, because in that grocery budget, I also did get my Easter stuff. So like our Easter meal candy that I got for the kids. So I am going to also take out the money that we saved for Easter. So I should just put these in the back now that they're done. But Easter, we had saved $100. So I'll be taking this out, and now Easter is done for the year. I'll just put it to the back. Next holiday we save for is 4th of July. So that is 50, 70, 90, 100. So minus 100. So that leaves $43.98. So basically 44. Which I'm going to have to pull from various envelopes. So I do have extra toiletries here. So I want to pull 25, 10, 25 from here. So minus 25. And then we are going to pull the 15 from miscellaneous. This is why we have it. So 5, 10, and 15. And that leaves $3.98. So I'm going to go over to my short term. I'm going to leave this right here because we're going to need it. And I'm going to pull from home because some of that was cleaning supplies as well. So I will take $5 from that, minus 5, and we have a $1 overage, which I'm perfectly fine with. So that means that we have covered all the grocery, and grocery. And then for our grocery buffer, we took $800. Okay. And I think that I can put this up here now. All right, so let's going back into here. We are taking from Peach Pass because Peach Pass came out. I'm going to take these smaller bills. So $20, so that leaves $24, which I have not been filling out my trackers. I'll do that after the video because I just know. I'll fill out the trackers after the video. I won't forget. So we did do our Peach Pass. And as far as in this binder, I think that is everything. Alright, so this binder is done. But while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and pull. Let me make sure I don't have anything showing. I do have a receipt that I'm going to have to scan into my Fetch rewards. Okay. We have $75.76 that we're pulling from the wallet. So 50, 70, 80. So that's 80. And I don't have any ones, no ones. And then we'll just take the 80. 50, 70, 80. So that covers that purchase that I made. And then the other thing I'm pulling is gas, which I think is this one. So 20, 30 for gas. Okay. So that's it for my wallet. Alright, so back into short term, the one that we'll be able to find in here is gaming, and that was for $2. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of dollars from here. 1, 2. That leaves 11 for gaming. Alright, and that'll do it for this one. Let me look. What else? I think the rest of these... Oh, wifey's birthday. So let me go back to holidays. So back to holidays. I know I'm all over the place, but it's okay. So we are going to be taking from my birthday fund because I bought these envelopes for myself. Not Mother's Day, but we'll do birthday. And we're going to be taking $53.17. Let's see what we have. We have 5s. Alright, so let's do 20, 40, 50, and this ugly 5. So that'll leave 100, 220, 30, 35, 40. So 240. So we took 55 out of my birthday fund. I am not mad about it because it makes me happy to fix my envelopes. Alright, so the last one we're going to find in reserves. Let's see. I probably need to do some calculations here. Let's see total for medical that we're taking. 91, 54, 25, 25, and 50. So it's 245 that we're going to have to take out of our health savings. All right, so 100. Let's see. Definitely these 200. Let's see if we have 45. 20, 45. Perfect. 20, 30, 45. So 245. So that leaves 100 in health and 101 or 2 in deductibles. So $202 in health savings. I knew this was coming though. All right, so $245 for medical. All right, and then the last one we have is bills and mental. So since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and... That won't happen very... See, that's why. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so medical, mental, we're doing 65 and 65. That's 130, which we knew, which is why we saved in this way. So 65 and 65. There's some... I hate getting rid of like beautiful fives. All right, so that's 50, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30. So 130. That leaves 130 for the next 2 therapies that I have coming up. Perfect. So mental. Last one is bills, which is in my business binder. And because we have not been taking this out, I'm like, you know what? I need to be smart and pay my Cricut. That's the past 2 months. So $20 towards that. So we've got everything covered. Woo, that's a lot of money right there. All right, so from account buffer, we did not use our account buffer, which I am so thankful for. Could have been tempting, but glad we didn't. Now, sinking funds is this. Let me organize this up really quick. So, in total for sinking funds, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 610, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 95, 700, 705, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. So $727. Goodness. All right, so just to check and see how much we spent in total this week. So that is $1,519.90. Whew! That was a big spending week. Wow. So we took 800 from the grocery buffer and 727 from our sinking funds. That more than covers what we have spent, about $7 more than what we have spent. So I'm not going to put $7 over. I'm going to take the 5, 6, and 7 Yeah. And I'm going to put that back in, I'll put it in my wallet. And if we don't spend it, it'll go into our savings challenge, which I'm perfectly happy with. Okay, so now we can just say that we took $720. So 800 plus 720, 1520. That's much better. Okay, so this will go into my back to the bank envelope, which stays in my revolving binder until I'm ready to go to the bank, which I will be doing today, because as you can see, it was a lot of money. So this will be going back to the bank. Oh man, will it fit? Sure it will. And when I go, I'll just take this envelope with me and deposit that up. And last thing I like to do to close out my WTF Wednesday is I like to transfer this number 1519.90 into my transaction log back here. So $1,519.90. 1519.90, and we're gonna add that to 1377.21. So total so far this month we have spent a lot of money. A lot, but we had medical appointments. It just is what it is, right? So we did 4/13 through, I don't even know the date anymore. Today's the 20th. Oh my goodness, my birthday is coming up very soon. All right, so that is our running total so far. We have 2 more weeks left, which means this number is going to be huge by the end. But anyway, so we are done with our WTF Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm not sure that it's the most entertaining, but I know some of you love watching this content. So I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for helping me stay accountable to myself and to our bank account by replacing that money instead of just, using our account buffer for that. So on the next video on Friday, we will be doing another cash stuffing. It will be my YouTube paycheck right here. I'm not going to show you the bottom line. You'll just have to join me on Friday to see what that is. So we will be stuffing that YouTube paycheck on Friday. So I hope you guys join me then. If you're still watching and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on Friday. As always, until next time.